Chapter 10 Reconciliation with God. Now while Ezra was praying and making confession, weeping and prostrating himself before the house of God, a very large assembly, men, women, and children, gathered to him from Israel, for the people wept bitterly. Shechaniah the son of Jehiel, one of the sons of Elam, said to Ezra, "We have been unfaithful to our God, and have married foreign women from the peoples of the land. Yet now there is hope for Israel, in spite of this. So now let us make a covenant with our God to put away all the wives and their children, according to the counsel of my Lord, and of those who tremble at the commandment of our God, and let it be done according to the law. Arise, for this matter is your responsibility, but we will be with you. Be courageous and act." Then Ezra rose and made the leading priests, the Levites, and all Israel take oath that they would do according to this proposal. So they took the oath. Then Ezra rose from before the house of God, and went into the chamber of Jehohanan, the son of Eliashib. Although he went there, he did not eat bread nor drink water, for he was mourning over the unfaithfulness of the exiles. They made a proclamation throughout Judah and Jerusalem to all the exiles, that they should assemble at Jerusalem, and that whoever would not come within 3 days, according to the counsel of the leaders and the elders, all his possessions should be forfeited, and he himself excluded from the assembly of the exiles. So all the men of Judah and Benjamin assembled at Jerusalem within the 3 days. It was the 9th month, on the 20th of the month, and all the people sat in the open square before the house of God, trembling because of this matter and the heavy rain. Then Ezra the priest stood up and said to them, "You have been unfaithful, and have married foreign wives, adding to the guilt of Israel. Now therefore make confession to the Lord God of your fathers, and do his will, and separate yourselves from the peoples of the land, and from the foreign wives." Then all the assembly replied with a loud voice, "That's right, as you have said, so it is our duty to do. But there are many people. It is the rainy season, and we are not able to stand in the open. Nor can the task be done in 1 or 2 days, for we have transgressed greatly in this matter. Let our leaders represent the whole assembly, and let all those in our cities who have married foreign wives come at appointed times, together with the elders and judges of each city, until the fierce anger of our God, on account of this matter, is turned away from us." Only Jonathan, the son of Asahel, and Josiah, the son of Tikva, opposed this, with Meshullam and Shabbathai the Levite supporting them. But the exiles did so, and Ezra the priest selected men who were heads of fathers' households for each of their fathers' households, all of them by name. So they convened on the 1st day of the 10th month to investigate the matter. They finished investigating all the men who had married foreign wives by the 1st day of the 1st month. Among the sons of the priests who had married foreign wives were found the sons of Joshua, the son of Jozadak, and his brothers, Messiah, Eleazar, Jarib, and Gedaliah. They pledged to put away their wives, and, being guilty, they offered a ram of the flock for their offense. Of the sons of Immer, there were Hanani and Zebediah, and of the sons of Harim, Messiah, Elijah, Shemaiah, Jehiel, and Uzziah, and of the sons of Pashur, Eloni, Messiah, Ishmael, Nethanel, Jozabad, and Elasa. Of Levites there were Jozabad, Shimei, Kaliah, that is Kelita, Pethahiah, Judah, and Eliezer. Of the singers there was Eliashib, and of the gatekeepers Shallum, Telem, and Uri. Of Israel the sons of Parosh there were Ramiah, Isaiah, Malchijah, Mijamin, Eleazar, Malchijah, and Benaiah. And of the sons of Elam, Mattaniah, Zechariah, Jehiel, Abdi, Jeremoth, and Elijah. And of the sons of Zatu, Eloni, Eliashib, Mattaniah, Jeremoth, Zabad, and Aziza. And of the sons of Bebai, Jehohanan, Hananiah, Zabai, and Athlai. And of the sons of Bani, Meshullam, Maluch, and Adiah, Jashub, Sheel, and Jeremoth. And of the sons of Pahath Moab, Adnah, Chelal, Benaiah, Messiah, Mattaniah, Bezalel, Benui, and Manasseh. And of the sons of Harim, Eliezer, Ishijah, Malchijah, Semiah, Shimeon, Benjamin, Maluch, and Shemariah. Of the sons of Hashum, Mattanai, Mattatah, Zabad, Eliphelet, Jeremiah, Manasseh, and Shimei. Of the sons of Bani, Madai, Amram, Uel, Benaiah, Bedaiah, Chalui, Vaniah, Meremoth, Eliashib, Mattaniah, Mattanai, Jasu, Bani, Binui, Shimei, Shelemiah, Nathan, Adiah, Machnadabai, Shashai, Sharai, Azarel, Shelemiah, Shemariah, Shalom, Amariah, and Joseph. Of the sons of Nebo, they were Jael, Mattatiah, Zabad, Zabina, Jaddai, Joel, and Benaiah. All these had married foreign wives, and some of them had wives by whom they had children. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 1. Nehemiah's grief for the exiles. The words of Nehemiah, the son of Hakaliah. Now it happened in the month of Chislev, in the 20th year, while I was in Susa, the capital, that Hanani, one of my brothers, and some men from Judah came, and I asked them concerning the Jews who had escaped, and had survived the captivity, and about Jerusalem. They said to me, the remnant there in the province who survived the captivity are in great distress and reproach, and the wall of Jerusalem is broken down, and its gates are burnt with fire. When I heard these words, I sat down and wept, and mourned for days. And I was fasting and praying before the God of heaven. I said, I beseech you, O Lord God of heaven, the great and awesome God, who preserves the covenant and loving kindness for those who love him and keep his commandments. Let your ear now be attentive, and your eyes open to hear the prayer of your servant, which I am praying before you now, day and night, on behalf of the sons of Israel, your servants, confessing the sins of the sons of Israel, which we have sinned against you. I and my father's house have sinned. We have acted very corruptly against you, and have not kept the commandments, nor the statutes, nor the ordinances which you commanded your servant Moses. Remember the word which you commanded your servant Moses, saying, if you are unfaithful, I will scatter you among the peoples. But if you return to me and keep my commandments and do them, though those of you who have been scattered were in the most remote part of the heavens, I will gather them from there and will bring them to the place where I have chosen to cause my name to dwell. They are your servants and your people, whom you redeemed by your great power and by your strong hand. O Lord, I beseech you, may your ear be attentive to the prayer of your servant and the prayer of your servants who delight to revere your name, and make your servant successful today, and grant him compassion before this man. Now I was the cupbearer to the king. Chapter 2. Nehemiah's prayer answered. And it came about, in the month of Nisan, in the 20th year of King Artaxerxes, that wine was before him, and I took up the wine and gave it to the king. Now I had not been sad in his presence, so the king said to me, why is your face sad, though you are not sick? This is nothing but sadness of heart. Then I was very much afraid. I said to the king, let the king live forever. Why should my face not be sad when the city, the place of my father's tombs, lies desolate, and its gates have been consumed by fire? Then the king said to me, what would you request? So I prayed to the God of heaven. I said to the king, if it please the king, and if your servant has found favor before me, send me to Judah, to the city of my father's tombs, that I may rebuild it. Then the king said to me, the queen sitting beside him, how long will your journey be, and when will you return? So it pleased the king to send me, and I gave him a definite time. And I said to the king, if it please the king, let letters be given me for the governors of the provinces beyond the river, that they may allow me to pass through until I come to Judah, and a letter to Asaph the keeper of the king's forest, that he may give me timber to make beams for the gates of the fortress which is by the temple, for the wall of the city, and for the house to which I will go. And the king granted them to me, because the good hand of my God was on me. Then I came to the governors of the provinces beyond the river, and gave them the king's letters. Now the king had sent with me officers of the army and horsemen. When Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the Ammonite official heard about it, it was very displeasing to them that someone had come to seek the welfare of the sons of Israel. So I came to Jerusalem, and was there 3 days. And I arose in the night, I and a few men with me. I did not tell anyone what my God was putting into my mind to do for Jerusalem, and there was no animal with me except the animal on which I was riding. So I went out at night by the valley gate in the direction of the Dragon's Well, and on to the refuse gate, inspecting the walls of Jerusalem which were broken down, and its gates which were consumed by fire. Then I passed on to the fountain gate and the king's pool, but there was no place for my mount to pass. So I went up at night by the ravine and inspected the wall. Then I entered the valley gate again and returned. The officials did not know where I had gone or what I had done, nor had I as yet told the Jews, the priests, the nobles, the officials, or the rest who did the work. Then I said to them, "You see the bad situation we are in, that Jerusalem is desolate and its gates burned by fire. Come, let us rebuild the wall of Jerusalem, so that we will no longer be a reproach." I told them how the hand of my God had been favourable to me, and also about the king's words which he had spoken to me. Then they said, "Let us arise and build." So they put their hands to the good work. But when Sanballat the Horonite, and Tobiah the Ammonite official, and Geshem the Arab heard it, they mocked us and despised us, and said, "What is this thing you are doing? Are you rebelling against the king?" So I answered and said to them, "The God of heaven will give us success. Therefore we his servants will arise and build, but you have no portion, right, or memorial in Jerusalem."